What if I told you there was a way that you could be perceived as the go-to expert in your area of the law, in your market? And what if I told you that you didn't have to lift a finger to do this? You could actually have thousands and thousands and thousands of videos that are providing value to potential leads, that are answering the most burning questions, that are painting you as the expert, that are making them know, like, and trust you on places like YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. And what if I told you you didn't have to lift a finger? All these videos were created automatically, and people didn't even know that they weren't actually you. They're all done using AI. They're all done with a system, and they're all done by somebody else other than you. I know this sounds too good to be true, but this is actually happening right now. And I put together an entire training for my private clients, and I want to share with you that training right now so that you can see how you can do this too and make this a reality for your law firm.
Future of law firm marketing.
What is AI video?
That's right.
You don't need a film crew, you don't need a studio, you just need ideas, and AI brings them to life. And the crazier your ideas, the better AI makes them look. Once you see how fast you can create videos like this, you'll understand why firms using AI are outrunning everyone else. Whoa. Hey! You can create content that stops people instantly. AI video gives small firms big firm attention without big firm budgets. So buckle up. Things are about to get very different. So please welcome the real Andy Stickle to the stage, where he's going to show you how to create AI videos that look way more real than this and don't consist of pure AI slop.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet right now. Everybody get on your feet and welcome the marketing genius, the most amazing, legendary law firm marketer in the world, Mr. Andy Stickle.
What's up, everybody? So that's pretty cool, right? You know what's crazy is I made that video in probably 45 minutes. That's how good this stuff's getting. And that's the worst it's ever gonna be. Like that's where we are with AI right now. Everything that you're seeing right now is the worst that it's ever gonna be. So the way that I built that is with a software called Sora. Has anybody heard of Sora? So Sora is made by ChatGPT, and it's video generation software. Now, there's other ones out there. There's VO3, which is made by Google, and there's a lot of other ones that are coming out as well. But that was Sora, and it's literally an app on your phone. I mean, you pull it up. Show of hands, who's used Sora before? All right, who's never used Sora before? Okay, everyone who's not used Sora before, you should absolutely download Sora today and just play around with it. I don't know if you need an invite. You might need an invite. If you need an invite, come see me. I'll give you an invite. But it takes 5 seconds maybe. I mean, you open the app. It says, look straight ahead. And then it says, look to the left, then look to the right, and then talk for like 30 seconds. And it can clone you, and you can make an unlimited number of videos like that. So that's where we're going right now, right? That's where things are headed right now. And AI video is just absolutely, it's going to be the future of everything. So in this talk, I want to kind of talk to you about a video strategy that you can use. Now, you can do this with AI, or you can do this manually, but you can use AI to execute this strategy. And, it's like Bryden just said, I don't think AI is going to kill lawyers and law firms yet, but the lawyers and law firms that use AI are absolutely going to put the lawyers and law firms that don't use AI out of business. And that's kind of why I want to show all this stuff and why we keep talking about AI and keep talking about AI and keep talking about AI, because this is the future. This is where you have to be. This is what you have to be doing in order to stay up. Because if I can make that in 45 minutes today, in a year, I'll be able to make that in probably 5 minutes or maybe even less. Maybe just one prompt will create that entire video, right? So we have to stay on top of it. So the other thing is that what this allows you to do is this allows you to become a celebrity because of the fact that you can create a ridiculous amount of content that actually looks really, really good. And that's important because in life, there's a very harsh truth that all of us need to face. And that is that in life, you get paid more for who you are than what you do. You get paid more for who you are rather than what you do. Who's this guy? Dr. Phil. All right, Dr. Phil is a clinical psychologist. Is he the best clinical psychologist in the world? Definitely not. In fact, I asked ChatGPT, please give me a short list of clinical psychologists that are better than Dr. Phil based on published peer-reviewed information. So we got Aaron Beck, who created cognitive therapy. We got Judith Beck, I'm guessing related to them. We got Sean Holland, who proved talk therapy can beat medication for lasting depression recovery. Marsha Linnen, Martin, all these guys I've never even heard of, right? But this, based on published work that these people have done, objectively puts them at a higher level of talent and competence than Dr. Phil. Who's this guy? Dr. Oz. All right, did anybody buy his green coffee, tea, enema stuff? He's actually a cardiologist. Is he the best cardiologist in the world? If you're having a heart attack, are you like, get me Dr. Oz? No. In fact, ChatGPT doesn't think so either because there's a list of cardiologists that are objectively better than Dr. Oz based on published peer review information. So there's one guy on here that created gene-based treatments to save heart patients. There's another one that proved heart disease can improve with lifestyle changes. There's one that showed hidden inflammation is a major cause of heart disease. These are all people that have done more and done better things than Dr. Oz. Now let's play a quick little game. This is called Guess the Net Worth. All right, what do you think Dr. Phil's net worth is? Just kind of throw it out there. 100 million, I heard 100 million. 500 million, anyone else? 50 million, all right, so closest without going over 100 million. He's actually $460 million. That's insane, right? $460 million for Dr. Phil. How about Dr. Oz? How much do you think Dr. Oz's net worth is? 700 million, 500 million, 900 million. You guys have a lot of faith in Dr. Oz. He's kind of broke compared to you guys. Only $150 million. Those heart surgeons that I showed on that list that are objectively better than Dr. Oz, how many of them are worth $150 million and $1 or more? Zero. How many of those psychologists are worth $460 million or more? Zero. And that's because you get paid more for who you are rather than what you do. Now, there's different levels to this, and I've talked about this before, and I want to remind everybody because sometimes we don't necessarily need to be taught, but we need to be reminded, right? So the first level of the 5 levels of authority is the generalist. Now, the generalist is somebody that I call this door law, right? You're a lawyer and you do bankruptcies and you do a personal injury case and you're handling your cousin's DUI and, you need to get a divorce. Okay, I can do that. I can handle that, right? You do everything, right? You're just a generalist. You just kind of do everything. You do anything that walks in the door, right? Now, the generalist is typically going to be the lowest level of authority. Now, the second level is going to be a specialist. A specialist is somebody that focuses on one area. So you no longer do DUI and family law and estate planning and personal injury. Now you just do DUI, or you just do criminal offense, or you just do whatever, estate planning, right? So that is going to have a perceived higher level of authority and a higher level of competence just because of the fact that you only do one thing. If you say, I do everything versus, I spend all my days doing nothing but DUI, I'm going to want the It's like if I need to go to a brain surgery, if I need brain surgery, am I going to go to a general practitioner or am I going to go to a brain surgeon, right? That's the specialist, right? Now, the next thing is going to be the certified specialist. This is the person that is certified in whatever they do. So not only are you a specialist, but you're board certified in family law. You're board certified criminal defense attorney. Anybody board certified in here? Put your hands up. Okay, cool. So a few people. So board certified or certified specialist is going to be the next level up. After that, you've got the expert authority. This is a lawyer with a book. This could be a lawyer with a YouTube channel. This could be a lawyer that creates lots of TikTok videos and people see. This is people that are on the news, people that are, like the talking heads on the news that you see all the time. These are the expert authorities. These are people that have some sort of basically like amplification to their message. You're going to see them at a higher level of authority. So they're actually going to be rated higher than the certified specialist. And then finally, you've got your celebrity. Celebrity is going to be somebody like, like Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz. These are the celebrities. In the legal world, you've got Benjamin Crump. You've got John Morgan. You've got Gloria Allred. These are your celebrity attorneys, right? Now, what's interesting is that when we look at the level of talent for each of these levels, it kind of follows the way that you would expect. Generalist, specialist, certified specialist, you kind of think, now I'm speaking in broad terms, so nobody come up to me and yell at me after this, but basically, in general, the generalist is not going to be as talented as an attorney in one specific area as somebody who focuses solely on that area. Agree or disagree? Okay, if all you do is DUI, you're going to be more talented than the person that does DUI and family law and criminal defense and also estate planning and personal injury and mows lawns on the weekend. So, but if you're certified, if you're a certified DUI attorney, if you're a certified family law attorney, you've done additional training, you've done additional, testing. Now, whether or not you're actually more talented, that's probably a subjective thing, but you're going to be perceived to be more talented, right? Now, here's where things get interesting. The expert authority is likely not going to be as talented of an attorney as the certified specialist. Because anybody can pull out their phone and record videos. Anybody can hire a film crew and start filming YouTube videos. Anybody can do any of this stuff, right? And the interesting thing about content and about creating content and creating value is that in life, there are no participation awards except for in this one area. If you participate, you will be rewarded. And I'm going to talk about why in a minute here. So you don't have to be the most talented, but you're still going to be perceived, like if you wrote a book, people will look at you as a higher level of authority. And then finally, same thing with the celebrity. Now, what's interesting is that when we look at the level of talent and we compare it to the pay scale. Now, the generalist is not going to make as much as a specialist because they're kind of all over the place. If I say I just do this one thing, then I can charge more money. Same thing if I say I'm board certified in this one thing, I can charge more money, right? But here's where things get weird. And here's where a lot of people get upset about this. When you look at the expert authority, even though they're less talented, in many cases, I'm not saying all the time, they could potentially be less talented than the certified specialist, they're going to make more money. And the reason they're going to make more money is because they're the household name, because they're the ones that people see on TV, they're the ones that people see on TikTok, they're the ones that people see on the news. And again, we get paid more for who we are rather than what we do. Now, let's say you can cross over that celebrity line. This is where things get really, really crazy, right? I always use the example of Kim Kardashian because it's the best example there is. Kim Kardashian, I think she just passed the bar. Did she? This is a sensitive subject. Is she a lawyer or no? Did she fail the bar? Or did the bar fail her? Anyway. All right. Kim Kardashian, let's pretend that Kim Kardashian gets it together. She finally passes the bar on, she takes the My Cousin Vinny approach 6 times. And she passes the bar, she becomes a lawyer. And she becomes a She moves to your city, same city you're in. And actually, you know what? She's like, you know what? I like that building. I like the building that you're in. I'm gonna set up shop right next to you, next office over from you. And you know what? Your practice area is pretty good. I'm gonna take your practice area as well. And she puts out an ad. She says, hi, I'm Kim Kardashian. Hire me to be your attorney. Now, who do you think is going to get more clients, you or Kim Kardashian? Say it out loud. Who's going to get more clients? Who's a better attorney? Who's going to make more money? Because in life, you get paid more for who you are rather than what you do. I hate to say it, but it's true. All right, hands up. Who's a better lawyer than this guy? That's it? And not just personal injury. Let's say you're a criminal defense attorney equivalent. Who is a better lawyer than John Morgan? The guy hasn't tried a case in like 30 years, so he can't be that good, right? Hands up. Yeah, my dad's a better lawyer, and he's not even a lawyer. All right, wait. I want to do something, though. Raise your hand if you're a better lawyer than John Morgan. Keep him up. Really high. All right, keep them up. Now, keep them up if you are richer than John Morgan. That says billionaire with a B. Because, say it with me, you get paid more for who you are than what you do. Morgan & Morgan gets searched more times than car accident lawyer. Is that insane? It's insane. But I have very, very good news for you guys. You ready for the good news? Anybody can do this. Yay, round of applause for yourself. Anybody can do this. All right, fantastic. This is he's an ex-client. He brought all of his marketing in-house, and I taught him video many, many years ago. His name's Kevin Hazlett. Some of you might know him. He texted me this a couple days ago, and for those of you who can't read what it says, this one video has brought in over $50,000 in fees. I actually have an update to this, and he's actually made over $60,000 in fees since he sent me this video. And it's one single video about DUI. He does DUI. It's not like a personal injury attorney where it got him one big settlement. Like, it's a DUI video that brought in $50,000 or $60,000 in fees. And the cool thing is he's done this over and over and over and over again, right? So he used a method that I call the PB&J method. It's a very simple, very stupid method, so I gave it a very simple and a very stupid name. The way you do it, P stands for post a video. Very, very easy. All you have to do is post the video. You're going to post a video every single day, and the ones that do better, and you're going to do this on TikTok, you're going to do this on Instagram, and short form videos. I'm talking 30 seconds, 60 seconds long. They just have to provide value. They just have to help people. And you do it every single day. You just pull out your phone and record the video. Now, you're going to post the video once a day. Every week, you're going to have one video that drastically outperforms the other videos. Maybe you get a bunch of videos that do 200 views, 300 views, 400 views, and you get one video that has 700 views or 800 views. That's the one we're going to boost. And what we're going to do is we're going to put ads behind that video. We're going to run it as an engagement ad, and you're going to go on Meta, Meta is the company that owns Facebook and Instagram. Meta ads, you drop a pin at your office location, and then you say 5-mile radius, 10-mile radius, depending on how many, your specific area, and you spend $10 a day promoting the video. And what that's going to do is that's going to show that video that already proved to get more engagement than all of your other videos. That's going to show that video to 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 people every single day in your area. Now, this is important because it doesn't cost a lot of money. If you run it as an engagement video, an engagement view ad, it might cost you $10, $20 a day. But if every single day you have people in your area that are watching videos of yours that you're paying to boost, and they're seeing the video, and not only that, you're going to get more engagement because these are the videos that have already proven to get more engagement because they're the ones that got more engagement organically, right? That's why we boost the winners. Within 2 to 3 months, you're going to be a local celebrity. I promise you that will happen. That's what happened to Kevin. Kevin will be at Starbucks, he'll be at the coffee shop, he'll be at a restaurant, and people are coming up taking pictures with him because this is what he does. He posts videos on a regular basis, he boosts the winners, everyone in the area sees it, and because they're videos that are providing really good advice, they watch the video, it builds goodwill, it makes people know, like, and trust him, makes people share the videos, it makes people look at him as not just anybody, it elevates him to that expert authority level. So where he's able to get clients and make more money than the certified specialists and the specialists and the generalists. And then the J stands for just keep doing it. I couldn't think of another J, so just keep doing it. If you do it on a regular basis, you will be successful. Now, what do we post, right? Because that's the next question. The next question is, what do we post? Well, there's a lot of different angles, and you guys might want to take a picture of this slide. There's common misconceptions. So what are the common misconceptions that people believe? So for example, a lot of people believe that if they get injured in a car accident, that they will make more money if they just settle it themselves because the personal injury attorney is going to take 33% or 40%, right? Is that true or false? It's like proven false over and over and over again. Even after you guys take your cut, they still end up with more money in their pocket, right? What about criminal defense? Okay, so like, where's Derek Martin? Derek, who here believes, how many clients do you have, criminal defense attorneys, do you have that believe that come in that if someone is an undercover cop, they have to say they're a cop? Where's Derek? Oh, there he is. Is that true? How many times does that happen? Do you believe that? Do people believe that? Do you believe that? Yeah. You have to do a breathalyzer. Do they have to tell you that they're a cop, right? Like, these are all common misconceptions. You can create videos on this, and people will actually watch these videos. The video that Kevin did, that video is about how if you get pulled over for DUI and they ask you to take a breathalyzer and you refuse, Florida just introduced a new law where they actually charge you criminally for refusing to take a breathalyzer test. That's the entire video. And that's the video that brought in $60,000 in fees. So people don't know this, and it's costing them. You think X, but here's the truth. That's another variation of common misconceptions. Real story, real consequences. That's where you tell a real story about a real client. Do this, not that. Things I'd never do as a criminal defense attorney. Have you guys ever seen that video? Like things I'd never do as an ER physician, or things I'd never, I saw a video the other day. It was things I never do as a criminal defense attorney, and it was like I never use self-checkout. I never heard that before. I watched the entire video. I thought it was really interesting, right? So these are all angles that you can use. Now, if you don't know, you still don't know what to post with this, then go to ChatGPT or Gemini, if you listen to Bill's advice, and just use this prompt. I'm a insert your practice area lawyer. What are some topics that I can create short form videos on that people will actually care about? Now, there's a very important part of this that people will actually care about, because nobody cares why you need to hire a personal injury attorney after a car accident, because people are not interested in that because they haven't been in a car accident and they don't want to think about that, right? So you have to think about what are the things that people actually care about, right? So if you can't figure it out, then use AI, use these tools to help you brainstorm. I used AI to brainstorm as like a sparring partner all the time, right? The goal is I want to make myself a household name to my ideal clients. If you give them this information, you'll get a ton of ideas, more than I just gave you as well. Now, once you have your idea, this is what I do. I use a software called WhisperFlow. If anybody has ever used voice texting, this is voice texting to the next level. So WhisperFlow, it's essentially like voice texting, but what it will do is it listens to what you say. Because you know how you say like, okay, I'll be there in a minute, comma, tell them to hold my table, exclamation point. So you have to do all that for voice texting. Well, with WhisperFlow, you can just talk normally. It does all the formatting. It does all of the punctuation. It figures out what you want to say. So, like, you can even be like, I'm going to the mall, and I'll be there at 5 o'clock. No, I'll be there at 4 o'clock, and it will just fix all of that in real time. So I use WhisperFlow with ChatGPT. So this is a prompt that I did for a video recently, and you can see what I said is, write a video script targeting law firm owners about how Google just recently allowed users to start leaving reviews using pseudonyms instead of their real names. This is very important because it allows users who may be embarrassed about the reason they went to a lawyer in the first place to leave reviews anonymously and confidently, or confidentially. Keep the video less than 60 seconds long and only provide the dialogue. And it gave me, you can see right here, it gave me a perfect script. And I used that script, and I filmed this video. And it has to be this is less than 60 seconds. This video is like 30 seconds long.
Google just rolled out a big update to reviews, and it's huge for lawyers. You can now post a review under a nickname and a custom picture instead of your real name. When you go to leave a review, you'll see an option to pick a nickname and an avatar that shows publicly instead of your actual Google profile. It's not fully anonymous, Google still ties it to your account privately so they can stop spam, but for sensitive services like law firms, this is a game changer. Clients who are embarrassed to post under their real name finally have a safe way to share honest reviews.
By the way, now you can get reviews posted anonymously, which is pretty cool, right? So that video is only 60 seconds long, or sorry, that video is 30 seconds long. It's not a long video. Took me 30 seconds to do it, right? So once you film the video and you're going to post these videos up, you're going to find the ones that are the winners. And you can see this is a shot from my Instagram profile. And you can see I got, 500 views, 2,000 views, 1,800 views, 1,400 views. But there's that one in the top middle that got 3,000 views. That's going to be the one that I'm going to boost. That's going to be the one that was the standout, right? And I'll boost that and I'll run it for, 4 or 5 days or whatever until I have another standout. And then I'll swap it out. Now, if this one's doing really well and I'm getting a lot of traction on this and I'm getting a lot of comments, a lot of engagement, then I can just keep it running, right? But the key is that what you're doing is you're testing and you're finding out what are the messages and what are the videos and what are the pieces of content that are getting engagement that people are actually interested in, right? Now, here's the other thing. Once you get that video, do another one like it on the same subject and using the same hooks and things like that. And then you can keep doing this, you can keep boosting it, and you can keep getting lots and lots of engagement. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to go into Facebook ads, and you can either say Tampa, Florida, like for example, you can see this, it's basically Tampa, Florida plus 10 miles. And that'll do the center of Tampa, and it will do a radius of 10 miles around that. Or you can put your actual address in there, and your address will, it'll drop a pin on your address, and then you can do 5 miles, 10 miles, or whatever. And on the right side, it'll tell you approximately how many people you're going to reach. And it's a combination of how many people are in that radius combined with how many people can you reach based on the amount of money that you're willing to spend. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. It can be $10 a day. And if you do this, it will work very, very well. And then you just repeat it. All you have to do is repeat it, right? Now, here's why this is important. 1%. I want to tell you about 1%. This is why your competition will not win if you do this. There is a very well-documented statistic that when people say they're going to create content or really do anything that requires any sort of discipline, whether it's creating videos, whether it's writing blog posts, whether it's doing a podcast, it doesn't matter what it is, only 10% of people will actually get to number 3 of the thing. Will only get to the third variation of the thing. So for example, if you have 100 people in a room, say your competitors, say you have 100 competitors, right? And every single one of them says, you know what, I'm going to start creating short form content. I'm going to start doing TikTok videos and Instagram videos and all that type of stuff. You have 100 of them. Statistically, only 10 of them will actually get to video number 3 because it's human nature. Anything that requires any effort and discipline, you know people are going to quit, right? They just are. So let people use human nature against themselves, and you can use human nature just understanding the fact that if 100 people say that they're going to film content, that they're going to use a strategy like this, statistically only 10 of them are going to get to video number 3. Now, of the ones that get to video number 3, only 10% of them will get to video number 21. So that means if you have 100 competitors in your market, and they say, I'm going to film TikTok videos and Instagram videos, and I'm going to use this strategy and start boosting the winners, out of 100 competitors, 1 will get to number 21. So I understand those numbers. I know those numbers. So whenever I create content, I just focus on 21s. I live my life in 21s. I get to 21. Now I know I'm the top 1%. So then I do another 21. I know I'm in the top 1% of the top 1%. Then I do another 21. I'm in the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%. That's the great thing, is you don't really have to be that good. That's what I was talking about with that participation award. You just have to do it, and you just have to not quit, because if you don't quit, you can't fail. So understand that your competitors are not going to do this. They're just not. They're going to do 3 videos, 5 videos maybe if they're lucky, and then they're going to quit. So if you keep going, you will win. You will get that expert authority status. Now let me ask you a question. Is there a way to avoid picking topics, writing the scripts, recording the videos even, or thinking about any of this whatsoever? Would you guys be interested? It was completely automated. Would you be interested? Okay, got it. Well, 3 months ago in San Antonio, I introduced our AI avatar social media package, and it's been going really, really well. I want to show you one of those avatars. This is an example of a sample AI avatar.
If it's your first time being convicted of a domestic violence offense, depending upon if it's a misdemeanor or felony, if you've been convicted of a first-time offense, you'll be ordered to complete batter's treatment programs to go through. You'll have a probation period of time. If you complete what you're supposed to while on probation and you stick out of trouble, there'll be a criminal protective order in place. If you're not violating that, you're going to be fine. You'll be able to move forward and eventually put this behind you.
Looks pretty good, right? All right, so here's some stats on that video, right? Within 2 weeks, that video got 25,000 views, 25,000 impressions, 6,800 views. It's got 319 likes, 26 comments, and 35% of that is from search, from people actually searching for that topic. You guys want to see another example of an AI avatar?
Google just rolled out a big update to reviews, and it's huge for lawyers. You can now post a review under a nickname and a custom picture instead of your real name.
All right, who knew that that was AI and who thought it was real? Put your hands up, really, if you thought it was real. That will fool most people. That's how good these things are getting, right? And honestly, like, I get fooled by AI avatars now. It's crazy. And the reason why is because we finally figured out how to make the audio sound good. That's the key that makes this whole thing work together. Because a lot of times people don't realize this. Video is one thing, but audio is 50% of your video, right? Who here has seen a video avatar and you look at it and you're like, yeah, something with the audio doesn't sound right, right? That's usually the tell. We figured out how to make it work. And that's what that is. I mean, that video sounds like me. It's insane, right? These also are reducing our costs to run ads, our cost per lead. So if I just got these numbers from Alexis on Monday, right? These are our cost per leads with video avatars. So immigration leads, we're getting an average of $53 per lead. Criminal defense, we're getting an average of $20 per lead. Personal injury, $60 per lead. Estate planning, $59 per lead. Family law, $35 per lead. Using avatars. Not with the attorney getting on there and having to create video after video after video after video after video, but we have an AI avatar. We create videos with it without the attorney even being involved. We run them as ads, and they're just bringing in leads. Now, finally, I have a final word from Mark Cuban here, who has a very special message. I'm just going to play it. Let him speak.
Andy just gave you the strategy that will take law firms to the next level. So for those reasons, I'm in, and you should be too.
Thank you, Mark.
Look, as the guy who invented AI and is arguably part robot myself, this AI video strategy, the future of law firms. And please don't switch to Gemini.
I know nothing about AI or law firms, but I did fight Mike Tyson when he was way past his prime, so I have to agree with Sam and the Cubes. This is the future for law firms.
Well, as you can see, the future is already here. The real question is whether you'll lead it or end up trying to catch it later.
That's all the time I got. Thanks, guys.
Show some love for Andy Stickle, the greatest law firm marketer in the world.